Hello, everyone. I got a kind of different video going on for today. Not really playing any games, but I wanted to make this because I went autocrossing the other day, and I kind of just want to talk about it since it was my first time autocrossing, and I had so much fun. I do apologize for being so tired sounding right now. I just got back from a crazy workout. But anyways, I thought what better way to demonstrate the autocross than MS Paint, because it's the best, bro. So yeah, it was basically you show up. There's two parking lots. You park in the upper parking lot, go through your inspection where you clean out your car of all loose items and everything. Throw everything on the ground and do your inspection, get your number, use some painter's tape to put your number on your car. Luckily, everyone there is super friendly, so even though I didn't have any painter's tape, I was able to get some from someone else. But yeah, then you go sign up, there's a driver's meeting and everything, and then in mine there was 3 heats with 2 groups, and I'll get to that later. But overall, I mean, it was so much fun. I was lucky enough to go with 2 of my friends, and one of them raced with me in his Crown Vic, and it was it was wonderful. But yeah, overall not very friendly to new timers, but well, I wouldn't say the event coordinators weren't very helpful to newcomers, but everyone there was friendly, so it worked out. Anyways, you got your heat once you paid for the course and everything, and then you would go and race, basically. So heat 1 was first up, and if this is the parking lot, the entrance would be right here, and then there was, this hill along here that all the spectators would sit at, and blah blah blah. So that's basically where all the spectators sat, and this was the entrance to the actual parking lot. And you would come and you'd go down here, and there was this little strip here where each heat was divided into 2 groups. So this would be Group B. So Group B would line up right here. I'll label that B. So Group B is here. And then Group A obviously lines up right here. We'll label this A. So the course, basically, you start on this line right here. Your time doesn't actually start until you cross the line. I'll make it red right here. There's a laser set up right here, so you had to cross that. And there was cones right here and right here. And then it was basically go through here, and then cone here, cone here, cone here. And these are slaloms, so you had to kind of just maneuver in, down, over. And then a turn right here, and then 4 more cones up here. I'll go ahead and just draw out the entire course. So this was a light pole. There were 2 light poles in the center of the course, and then grass all around. And basically, if you were Group B, you were working the course, so you were setting up cones and everything. But I'll get more into that. So 4 cones there, and then kind of a cross pattern down here, and then 1 more here, 1 more here, and then you come up through here, and then take a right, and then there was more slaloms. So it was more slaloms, and then back through. So this was pretty much all the cones on the course. It was a fairly simplistic course. It was just a lot of looping around. So again, you cross the laser, go through the slaloms, take your left turn, come up here, come down here, go around these, up and around, and then slalom, boop, 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 and then you cross back over and go down basically back to the start, and then you come up, cross over again. Oh, you want to go around that cone, and then down underneath these two, cross back over the center again, and then you come over here, and there was a finish right here, and it just kind of led you off there, with the laser being right about here. So as I said earlier, Group B was working the course, so all the cones were already set, but if a driver happened to knock one over, the people standing, it would be split up, so there'd be like 3 people here, 3 people here, 3 people here, one person with the radio and flag, and the other 2 would do cones. So if like this cone got knocked over, the runner would go set this cone and run back before the driver could get around, just so it'd be set for the next one or for when he doubles back around. So it's pretty simple. I'd say there's about 10 people in each group, so everybody gets 3 laps for if you are not running in the afternoon, because if you're running in the afternoon you do 3 and you get more later in the afternoon. But yeah, you get 3 or 4 and then you switch. It was a lot of fun, actually. I ended up going in heat 3, so the first heat probably took about an hour and a half. Second heat probably took about an hour, and then mine about an hour. And unfortunately, heat 2 Group A I think had the best conditions, because by the time heat 2 Group B went up, it started raining, and then by the time heat 3 started, I ended up being, I think, in the 4th position, right about here, in Group A, heat 3. By the time heat 3 started, it was already snowing, since it was a little further north of Virginia. It was up in Maryland, so it was snowing on that day, which just awful conditions, because there's standing water on the track, especially right in this area. There was a crease in the pavement, and so like you get standing water in here. I get blue, so you get standing water here, you get some standing water here, and a little here, which made this first turn and like 4th turn, that anything coming through here was just absolute. It was nearly impossible. And same with going around here, but it was just so much fun. I never thought that my Focus ST would have so much oversteer, but I mean, you get up here and you try and get on it, and then you start sliding and you lift off, and then you get oversteer. So it's just a constant battle between, if you lift off, you're gonna get oversteer, but if you power through, you're not going anywhere. So yeah, it was a challenge. I ended up tying with my friend who was in the Crown Vic, because well, one, I guess I'm just a terrible driver, but no, my summer tires I don't think helped one bit. But yeah, I got a 57 as my best. He got 57 as his best. I know people earlier in the day, when the track was warmer and completely dry, were getting low 40s. I think the best time was 42. and the best wet time was about a 50. So about an 8-second difference, really, throughout the day, just because of the water, which was insane. Not too many people did bad. There's a lot of first timers like me. The guy in front of me in a Corvette was a first timer, and I thought that guy was crazy for doing it in a Corvette, but ended up being a cool guy. Only one person really went off the track, and they ended up going off the track way up here. And of course it was a green Miata, because, you know, green Miatas. But yeah, overall, I'd say if you've never autocrossed before, it's definitely something to get into. It's so much more fun than I would have ever thought. And if I could basically wrap up the day in one event or in one sentence, it'd really be I went autocrossing in a Focus ST and lost to a Honda CRZ.